Hello and welcome everyone to the Midnight Lounge podcast. Just when you thought, we need another fucking podcast with some YouTubers on it. So I'm your host, Ghost Gum, and I'm here with my co-host, SpotCam. SpotCam, say hello to everyone.
Hello, Chad, Midnight Podcast listeners.
Hell
What's
yeah.
good? I'm excited to get this up and going. This is
Fucking
going to be cool.
Me too, finally, dude. We've been talking about this for quite a while, and we recorded a couple episodes, and they just didn't,
third
we had
attempt.
some issues there.
This is the third attempt right here, bro.
Third time's the charm, right?
Yeah, man, that's it.
Hell yeah,
that's it,
dude.
bro.
No, I reckon. Look, I mean, there's so many podcasts out there that's just like, I feel like people go into them so ambitious. They're like, this is going to be the fucking most amazing podcast ever. This is going to be, look, I don't know about all that. I'm just trying to get a decent episode out,
Yeah. What do you think? Like twice a month? Twice a month?
Yeah,
something
I
like that sound good?
Twice a month. I mean, look,
Some
I know
juicy guests.
firsthand from fucking doing YouTube, making promises on like when you're gonna get shit out can put you in a pickle. So I'll say twice a month now, but that is subject to change.
Yeah.
Because when I first started, I mean, I don't know about you, but when I first started YouTube, I was like putting out videos like once a week, maybe even like more than that.
Yeah, because
when I first
they were
started,
obviously
it was
like a little lower quality, so you could get those out like quick as fuck.
Absolutely. Well, when I first started, I was putting out 3 a day, and like those
Jesus
were just,
Christ.
Yeah, those were like meme videos though. They were like 10 seconds long. So like I'd put out 3 of those a day, and then I think it like at my quickest I was doing like it was like the summer of like last year. I was doing like maybe twice a week, I think, videos. Maybe
that's still insane.
Once or twice a week. Yeah, I mean they were only like a few minutes long, but like still, man, it's fucking. And then like I don't know. Then I went periods where I was like in school and I was working too, so I just couldn't put shit out. Like I think I'm gonna double check this right now on my computer, but like the Discord mods video and the Chris Chan video, I want to say those were like pretty far apart, or like it was like the Discord mods video and some other video.
Bro, that Discord mods video put you on the map.
It did. No, that was like I think it was actually the Reddit mods one that took off, and then people from that video went and watched the Discord, which I hate that video. Like I can't watch that video. I think it sucks.
Bro, I've watched that. I've watched that video like a lot of times, and I actually watched that shit somewhat recently. And I know it's an old video, so obviously it's not going to be as good as your newer stuff. But it doesn't. I don't compare to your newer shit, bro. That Discord mods video, like I'd be thinking if that's on like nearly 2 mil, like your fucking new video should be on like 5 mil. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. It's like that video has a shit ton of views, and I don't really know why. I think it just got hit in the algorithm, and it was like, all right,
There was a whole craze with like just taking the piss out of Discord mods too.
Yeah, that was.
I think you just uploaded it at the right time. So
yeah, I think it just kind of caught like, especially like with the thumbnail, and I don't know. I mean, the thumbnail now, I can make better thumbnails than that, but it's clean. It's like it gets to the point.
People have copied it.
Yeah,
we've talked about this before.
We did talk about this. Well, my original thumbnail, like the Reddit mods video, that I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing when I was making that thumbnail, so I just like took a picture, moved it. That meme was originally it was a meme and had some text being like, whoa buddy, like you violated our this random rule or something.
I get you.
Sorry, some shit like that, and I just like erased all that text and just wrote Reddit mods in a really shitty font. But that seemed to be enough to get people to click on the video.
Fucking worked.
It worked. And then like I think it was professional Redditors where I like really committed to that style, where I was like, okay, this is working. And I think from there on, basically every video I think was like the same thumbnail, and now I just do the same style thumbnail. And I think it's become kind of like, I don't know, I think it has
I've seen others do it too, the face on one side and then the text on the other. It's
right, like I didn't
popular.
invent that. I didn't invent that style. I think the Gamer from Mars has been doing that for years. That. I mean, he does it like he puts like ridiculous text in the thumbnail. Like
I've noticed.
I'm just going through his channel right now, and like a very funny one is the most hated man in Australia, and then it's just in the thumbnail says Dick Pussy. This is the guy's name.
Nice.
It's fucking like shit like that. Like you'll have one where there's one of my favorite ones of his thumbnails is the one where he's like, it's about Tan Mom. I don't know if you remember that. It was like some lady who's addicted to tanning, and the text on the thumbnail just says alcoholism.
Hey bro, do you follow the fucking Twitter page? It's like YouTube thumbnails. It's
so yes, funny. I fucking love that page.
Yeah.
It's so funny. There's one where it was like it was like, I don't know what the actual video was, but it was a bowling pin or a bowling ball with a sniper rifle, and it was like aiming at a car that was like bowling pins, and it's supposed to be like JFK.
Some of them are so wild, bro. I just love they've got one like pinned, and it's just like my first time jizzing with like a cartoon.
Oh, that's a
character.
classic thumbnail.
It's
yeah, and it's the guy from Regular Show. Yeah,
it's so iconic. So
fun. I just fucking spilled water all over my fucking computer. Whatever.
Nice.
It wasn't a lot. It was just a little bit.
Just fucking explodes in your face. Podcast
it's fucking overheat. Yeah, this is the first podcast. It's ruined. But yeah, no, I think like with YouTube it is such like a meta game. I think Emp Lemon has a video about like.
Bro, I was gonna bring that up. I fucking love that video.
It's a really good video. And the thumbnail is so great. Like it's just so like. It's
shout
like,
out Emp Lemon.
He's great. I love his videos.
Same.
But like his thumbnails are like, I feel like they're very, they're simple but complex. You know, like they're very easy to kind of like understand what the video's about, but they're like creative. You know?
Yeah, they are. He had like, what the fuck? I think it was like rare items. And it was just like completely white with like a little item in the middle. That's pretty cool. It was so
reminds
simple,
me of like
Kanye
West, like Kanye West's album covers. Like a lot of them are just like basic. Like Donda is literally it's just black, right? That's the whole thing. And you know, I love that. But then like on the other hand, like you have people who make their thumbnails like way too fucking complicated. Where it's like, what the fuck is happening here? You know?
Yeah, bro. I'm really not liking like the new meta of having like the saturation just turned up to like fucking 1 million, and it's just like so
every
saturated.
Mr. Beast thumbnail.
Yeah, like obviously it works, and you know, fair play to him. But fuck me, that shit's like hurting my eyes whenever I see that.
No, I never
YouTube recommended.
Right, it's like those like videos, like, you know, I'm not gonna call anyone out, but like there are some YouTubers I know who I like their content. Like I genuinely like what they do, but then like they make these clickbaity ass thumbnails of like
bunch of red arrows and shit.
Yeah, and like the YouTube face where they're like pogging.
Oh yeah,
and it's like I fucking hate that. And then like it has some stupid ass title being like, I mean a lot of them are just like Mr. Beast inspired, but like spending like, you know, 72 hours in like quarantine, you know, some bullshit like that. And I'm like, maybe this is a really good video, but it's so clickbaity, I don't want to watch it. I feel like I'm almost
way
like
too meta.
Exactly. It feels like I feel almost like dirty watching a video like that, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas like if you watch something that's like anti-clickbait, I feel like that's like we were talking about like Emp Lemon or even like Gamer from Mars. It's almost like anti-clickbait.
Yeah, it's a pretty I do like that kind of style.
And I think that's like kind of what I tried to go. I don't know if I really do it anymore, but I tried to go for it on my channel when I was like, look, the thumbnail almost like asks a question without asking a question. You know, it lets people.
You just gotta inspire curiosity. You know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Get
and
people curious to click and shit.
Right, and now I've kind of made them a little more like goofy. Like my most recent one I uploaded yesterday was like
that recent Reddit degenerates. I really like that thumbnail.
I had a couple like things I was gonna go for. Like I originally was gonna go for like it was gonna be like a fucking Reddit, the Reddit alien with like the Ahigo face. I don't know how you pronounce it. The Japanese anime girl face.
Okay.
And then it was then it was gonna be the Coomer meme behind that, and I just like could not get it to work. Like I was trying so hard, and I was like I couldn't fucking get it. And then I tried like a couple other ones, and I don't know. Yeah, no, it just looked like shit. Like I was like. It was just like too, like I was saying, it was like too complicated.
Yeah,
you know, where I'm like, okay, if I can, you know, make this like a good example, I think is like the John Cena video. It's just like, okay, John Cena, he's photoshopped as Mao Zedong, and there's a Chinese flag behind him. Like, you know, it's like I feel like that's simple, you know.
Yeah, talking about the Chinese Communist Party, you know, I seen a thing where you've watched Fight Club, obviously, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the way, like, the ending, it's like all the big banks and shit are all,
That's
like, blown
one of
up.
the best fucking endings to any movie. With the Pixies, Where's My Mind?
Yeah, bro, the fucking Chinese Communist Party changed that. Like, they censored it. And the movie cuts right before everything explodes. And it's like text comes up and it says, like, the great authorities were able to catch Tyler Durden before he could wreak havoc. And then he said, it was like, he was sent to a mental institution where he stayed for 12 years. And then it was like he was released and became a law-abiding citizen.
What
and
the
that was the
fuck?
fucking... Yeah, I swear to God, bro.
So I heard about that. But I didn't know that's what they changed. I heard they changed it, but I didn't know to what.
Yeah, that's what they changed it to. And then I think they had to, like, change it back. Because, like, loads of, like, fucking human rights groups and shit were, like, complaining so fucking hard. They caved in and changed that shit back. That was crazy.
So funny.
Man, that's literally... Not to, like... be a fucking complete spastic, but that's what 1984 was telling us about. Like,
right,
it completely was. Yeah, it was crazy.
It is really creepy. It's like I have a story. Like, my cousin used to live in China. He lived there for like over a year. Yeah, he taught English there.
That's crazy.
Like, just like he was like across the border from Hong Kong. So basically, like, he would go into Hong Kong all the fucking time, and he said like he was on like a tourist visa. So it's only like 2 months. So every like 2 months you'd have to go back into Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And like reset the visa, which a lot of people do in like different countries. But he was like 1 day over on the visa, and he came back to China, and they pulled him into this like holding cell kind of. Yeah. And they were basically just like apparently they printed a photo of his face. They were like, we know where your address is, like we know all this shit about you, like, and the guy let him off. He's like, don't do it again. Like, it was 1 day over, you know, like,
lucky he didn't get sent to a concentration camp.
What I was saying, they would have been within their full right to like arrest him, you know.
Yeah, man, China's fucking crazy.
That's like, I was like, I don't know, after I made that John Cena video, I was worried, like, am I just gonna never be able to go to China now?
Who gives a fuck, bro? I wouldn't even want to go. Like, I love Asia, but with that government in power, I wouldn't want to go personally.
It is really scary, and like,
yeah,
there's a channel called Laowai86 who like documents that shit with China. Like, I don't know, maybe he's biased, I have no fucking clue, but like, he lived there for like years, and like he just kind of exposes all this like slimy shit that they're doing. Yeah. And I guess like China puts on this like front to the rest of the world that they're like, you know, an impenetrable force. When in reality, like, I feel like they're having tons of economic. I mean, I don't know fucking anything, but like, I feel like they're having tons of economic issues. I've heard there's like protests going on and shit, and like, I don't know. There was a thing like recently with Canadian Olympians going over to China, and like they would maybe have to quarantine for like 3 weeks to a month, like just to get in the fucking country. Yeah, it's just a crazy shit. Like
a month in quarantine, bro.
And that like in like
Jesus
Chinese
Christ, yeah.
Like, you're not, you know, if you don't get food, tough shit kind of thing.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Who are you gonna complain to? The fucking Human Rights Board?
I think a lot of listeners will know who you are because they'll come from your channel, but they won't know who the fuck I am. So I'm gonna quickly like introduce myself.
Videos, right? You've been in a couple of my videos. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, go introduce yourself though.
So obviously, my name's Tristan, and I go by the fucking online alias SpotCam.
So how did you get
that's
that?
My YouTube channel.
Because I thought your name was like Cameron or some shit, but it's not.
But YouTube, just man, I think I typed in like camera into YouTube name generator. And I don't know why I did that, because I don't care for cameras. But SpotCam came up, and it was like, nice 2-syllable, catchy, easy to remember. So I just rolled with it.
Oh, well, the 2-syllable thing, like, I did the same thing.
Ghost Gum's the same, yeah.
Yeah, it was like, well, I mean, I have kind of a story behind mine. It's not really interesting, but like, yeah, I can tell it now. So like, when I was, I used to work as like a camp counselor, like a summer camp counselor, at an overnight camp. And I remember we would go on like canoe trips with like, you know, we'd take kids on canoe trips or whatever for like, you know, between like one night and like 5 nights or some shit.
Yeah.
And we would go and like they would roast marshmallows, and then what they would do is like when you roast a marshmallow, like the outside gets really like kind of burnt, but the inside gets really gooey. So like what they would do is like take the goo on the inside and like just roll it between their fingers. And I was like, what the hell are you guys doing? And they're like, oh, it's called like Ghost Gum. And I was like, huh. And then like years later, I was like making a YouTube channel name, and I was trying to go with like the 2-syllable thing.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
yeah.
Bang bang.
That shit just like, with
the alliteration.
Cool. That's way cooler than fucking YouTube name generator. I wish I had some cool story like that.
There's an artist I really like called Igloo Ghost. He's like an electronic kind of IDM artist.
Cool.
And his whole thing is like, I don't know if it still is, but like he just would always make songs with 2 words. Like that was his whole shtick. Yeah. And they had some really catchy names. Like one of them was like White Gum. There's like a bunch of his songs that just have like names like that, and they're super kind of like Bug Thief. That's another one. New Vectors. Clear Time.
That is some catchy shit.
I love just like the how it kind of like flows off the tongue, you know?
Yeah. Man, Ghost Gum, that's a good fucking name, but obviously you didn't think about the gum rhyming with cum at the time.
No, well, that was like something I realized like maybe like a month after I made my channel. I was like, oh, there's like, and like I get comments to this day, people being like, oh, I thought it was cum. I legit thought it was cum. And then like, that's like every fucking DM I get on Twitter. It's just like Ghost Gum or like Ghost Cum. And I'm like, okay, like it's not even like, it doesn't bother me. It's just like, I just heard it like probably over like 200 times. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Fuck it though. You're in Austin now.
Oh yeah, man. It was
from Canada.
A bit of a nightmare getting down here. It's from Canada to Austin, but I'm here now. I've been here for coming up on a month actually, almost a month.
A month already.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Maybe
that went in so quick, bro.
It did. No, it is really. It's weird.
You having a good time,
Oh, absolutely.
Enjoying life
down here. But the thing is, I think like with. Like I've almost like gotten used to the city now and like kind of living here, and then like I'm leaving kind of at the end of February, so it's like now that I've gotten used to it, I'm like, oh fuck, I don't want to leave. And then I'm leaving, and it's like, I mean, I have to go back to Canada just to take care of some shit, but like which does suck because it's fucking, I don't know, I mean, maybe by the time I get back it'll be warm, but now it fucking sucks dick. It's just so cold. I mean, I reckon like the day before I came here, I was supposed to come here on January 6th. I got the coof, I got the Rona. The day before literally the day before I was supposed to come, and so I just spent like 2 weeks at home doing fuck all. Like I
remember talking to you during that time.
You
seemed like pretty demotivated and shit.
Yeah, I just had no motivation. I was like, I don't even want to be here. I want to be in like another country. And I was like, I had COVID, and also we were on like a lockdown. And it was just nothing to fucking do. And then I got down to Austin on like the 16th of January, I think. And and then it was like, I just was like rejuvenated. I was like, hell yeah. And then I just like, edited this video. I wrote videos, started going to the gym, started like getting out and going for walks and shit, which is fucking great. So yeah, I don't know. It's a good feeling,
Yeah.
Because like living at look, I love my parents, but it's like, after living with them for
I completely, I get you, man. The fucking freedom of like having your own place and stuff, it's unbeatable.
Dude, I can come home drunk and be as loud as I want. I don't have to worry about waking
back and shit.
Dude, my dad is like, he wakes up at I love him, but he wakes up at like a pin drop. Like I'll get in, like I'll come in like late one night or whatever, and I'll accidentally like bump the light or something. He's like, you were being so loud last night. I'm like, you just fucking, you wake up, and so it's like, I don't have to worry about that shit now, which is great.
Yeah. Shout out Goose Gum's dad.
Yes, shout out my dad. I can't say his name, but shout out his dad, my dad. Oh yeah, I don't know if I mentioned, my name's Tom. I guess I was thinking, I don't know if that's public, but I realized I made it public like a year ago. So I'm like, okay, Tom. Name's Tom.
Tom's a good name.
Chill. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I always kind of.
When you were younger, did you get any like kids like calling you like Thomas the Tank Engine and shit?
I still get that. I'm fucking 22 years old. I still get that shit. Yeah, it's like I'm in the other night I was like hanging out with some friends and they introduced me to some other people and they were like, oh, Thomas the Train, and I like went to them and I was like
Really?
I was like, that is so funny. I was like, I've never heard that one before. Like that is a really funny joke. And they're like, really? I'm like, no, I've heard it a million fucking times. It's like, this is like kind of going back to the Ghost Gum. Like, it doesn't bother me. I don't give a shit, but it's like, just kind of like,
yeah, right, no, I get you. Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
get a better joke.
You've heard it all before. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, you've told the same, I mean, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. But I think people might want to know how we came into contact. Because it is a little bit random. Like,
it is a very random story.
Some like Irish kid and then some Canadian kid like making a podcast, you know what I mean? And I'm at like 3K subs. You're like,
oh yeah, you're at like
170K, something like that.
You were at, I think when I met you, you were at like you were at like less than 2K, I think, when I met you, right? It was like,
yeah, it was around 1K.
So yeah,
2,000 extra degenerates have joined the channel since then.
That's sick. But yeah, like you emailed me one day.
I did.
And I get a lot of fucking really retarded emails being like, hey man, like, can you shout me out in your video? I'm like, no, I can't. Like, some guy was like, yeah, or you know what? That's like
so dumb.
It's funny. This is a little tangent, but I had a guy. I used a meme in my Discord mods video, and the guy emailed me and was like, I want to copyright strike this, but I can't. So like, either give me money or like whatever. And I was like, I'll just credit you in the description. He was like, okay, fine. I was like, okay, like, this guy sucks dick. I'm like,
bro,
I guess people.
I've got something to add to that.
Yeah.
I know who that person is, and he's been banned from my Discord like 3 times.
Really? How we met. You emailed me. So yeah, going back to the email thing, you emailed me and you're really nice. You're like, oh, you know, like, just want to like, if you want to like check out or you didn't even say check out my channel. You were like, just give me some advice or whatever. And then I found your channel. Yeah. I found it like through the email.
Yeah. Well, I'll just quickly say, I was like working like my first like graduate job after uni, and I hated it, and I ended up quitting like 3 days in. And then I was like, what do I actually want to do with my life? And I was like, making YouTube videos will be sick. So I started looking at like, you know, who do I want to be like, essentially, like who's doing what I want to do. And I'd been watching you for a few months. So I was like, fuck it, I'll email this guy. He's found success, and I'll see if I can get some advice. So that's what I did.
Right. I mean, like,
and it
was
worked.
Very like, well, your email was like very, I don't know. I find like, if people like message me on Twitter or like email me some like shit where they're like just trying to like meme with me, I usually just won't respond. Like, not that I don't like it, it's just like I just have nothing to say. But you were just like very like kind of nice, and I was like, all right, yeah, this guy seems chill. And then I think I went and like found your channel. I watched a couple of your videos. I was like, dang, this guy has some good videos. So then I think we hopped on a call, I think, and I was just like,
we did. That was a good call. That first
yeah. And I don't know if I gave any good advice. I think it was just like, I don't know.
You did.
I think it was like, keep doing what you're doing, and you're like, you know. And here you are. Your recent videos fucking doing real well.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Like, it was the Battlefield
number
1.
Yeah,
the Battlefield one. That was like, and I think like, I don't know. I really believe like people, like, good shit floats to the top. I really believe that, especially on YouTube. Like, if you make good videos, like, eventually
you'll find success.
Yeah, or like whatever you define as success.
I'm just gonna run for a piss. I'll cut it. If there was like a really inorganic cut right there, it's because I have like a bladder problem and I piss like 50 times a fucking day.
No, I do too. It's like embarrassing. Like, I remember being at like sleepovers when I was a kid and like just having to constantly piss, and like eventually like someone calls you out, like, why are you pissing? Like, and I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. I just gotta fucking piss. Get off my dick.
Man. Yeah, I be pissing so much at work, bro. Like, say like even like an 8-hour shift, I be going at least like 6 to 8 times.
Holy
like,
shit! Okay, that's more than me.
bro. You know why? I got this thing called like cystitis a few months ago. It's like a bladder infection or some shit. And ever since then, I can't stop pissing. It's crazy.
Did you get rid of the infection?
Yeah, man, I pissed the infection out. It was like the most painful thing I've ever had in my life.
Hell.
So every time I needed to piss, which was really often, like multiple times per hour, I had to like strip naked and go in the shower and just piss in the shower because it was like, it was so hot. It was the most comfortable. I don't know. Like,
you had to like.
It was really weird.
You're like the kid who like pulls his pants down at the urinal, but like you took it to the next level. You're, like naked and in the shower.
Bro, it was so grim, you know. It was the most painful thing ever. Like it was like, so hardly any piss would come out. So it would take like 5, 6, 7 minutes just to finish a piss.
Holy shit.
Yeah, and you know, I was pissing, you know, it was an infection, so it was really, really sore. And it was like, it's hard to explain. It's like, imagine there's like a blockage in your dick when you're trying to pee, and at the same time someone's holding a lighter to the tip of your dick, so it like stings and burns. Man, I was screaming. Yeah, I was literally screaming, and people in my like apartment building were like, in the group chat, in the apartment group chat, were like, is someone getting fucking murdered? I was like, nah, it's me, bro. Got like a infected dick.
Piss and fire. Do you get like do you get pee shy? You ever get that?
Yeah, I do get stage fright whilst pissing sometimes. Yeah, why do you?
No, never.
No, I don't know why that happens.
I could piss in the fucking street, like facing the road, and I would not care. I could piss anywhere. I don't know why. Like, I've talked to multiple guys about that, and like even girls too. They're like, yeah, if like someone else is in the bathroom, I can't pee. I'm like, dude, I can just piss fucking anywhere. I could piss in like a restaurant, like pull my dick out and just take a piss.
Really?
Like, I have no shame in it.
I don't know what it is with me, because I really, like, honestly, like, don't get anxious like that. Like, I really don't. But say if I was like on a nature trail walk with my girlfriend, and I had to like piss, and I had to like go piss up against a tree, and she was like standing like right behind me laughing, it won't come out. It's like really weird.
Really? Even with your girlfriend?
Yeah, I know, it's really, really weird. Shout out Amy for doing the channel art, by the way.
Oh hell yeah.
Forgot about Amy. Yeah. It looks sick. Forgot about that. So thank you.
It's funny. I had an ex-girlfriend where we would have like a thing where we would be like drunk in like a park or something. This is like back in like high school, and we'd be like, all right, I'm gonna go piss, and she's like, yeah, me too. And we just both go into the woods.
Really?
Fucking pissed. Yeah.
That's pretty cute.
It was kind of greasy. She was super chill, but like, yeah, it was very funny to just be like,
yeah.
And then like, it's funny because then like you can really get a gauge on someone. I feel like if you're like, oh, I gotta piss or whatever, and they're like, or you know, it's very different being like, I'm just gonna run to the bathroom, being like, as opposed to being like, I gotta piss. You know, that's when you like,
yeah, it's a lot more like carefree like, and
it's like when your relationship has gotten to a point where you can be like, listen, I'm gonna go fucking piss right now.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, as opposed to being like, excuse me, I just gotta go to the bathroom. Like,
yeah.
You know.
Do you ever like fart in front of your ex-girlfriend?
Oh yeah.
Really, that's something I don't do, bro.
Really?
I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man, I feel like I'm vegan, and that shit stinks like real bad. So I try not to.
Beans and fucking, you know, the works.
Basically,
well, it's like, I feel like I had it one time with my an ex-girlfriend. This is like one I think I dated for the longest. So I remember we were on like a park bench. Like this is like during the day. We're just kind of hanging out on the park bench, and it's like, bro, I gotta rip ass. But I'm like, I had a feeling. I'm like, this is not gonna be a silent. Like, there's no way I can like kind of like wiggle it out. So I was like, you know what, man? I gotta break this fucking barrier. And in my head, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. And I just like ripped ass in front of her.
Nice.
And then from there on, we were kind of like, it made us kind of like closer. You know, like I remember like one time I was like, taking. Yeah, I was like, one time I was like taking a shit, and like she just came in and like did her hair in the bathroom while I'm shitting. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. You know, we're cool with that.
Her eyes like fucking, her eyes like watering and shit because it smells that bad.
Yeah.
Just like,
well, if it smelled bad, I would be like, oh, go in the other room. Like, or I would like, because you know, you can kind of feel it when it's like warm, you know, you can feel like a warm fart coming, or it's like, and you're like, oh, this is going to stink. And like, if it was like that, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I don't want to like subject you to this. But then if it's like my friends, I'll be like, yeah, like breathe in. Like, do you smell that? And
yeah,
like,
no,
rip a fucking nasty fart.
Yeah, that's funny because I thought I had like a really good like strategy. So anytime like a fart was coming on, I'd be like, yeah, I just need to pee, and I'd go in and like do it in the bathroom, and like because basically it was like our rooms were like both en suites, so the bathroom was beside the bed, and I thought I was like I thought I was like doing these like really sneakily, and like she couldn't hear, but then she said, yeah, I can like they're fucking loud, I can hear everything. I was like, shit. So,
oh my god!
I thought, yeah,
the fact that
I thought that was like a flawless plan, but it wasn't.
You like think you're being so slick, being like, I'm just gonna go rip ass, and she's like,
yeah,
I can fucking hear you, fucking idiot.
Yeah, shit, I was fucking embarrassed afterwards.
That's so funny. I remember I think there was this like girl I was kind of like seeing. We weren't like dating, we weren't close or anything. We were just kind of like hanging out. I remember one time we were just like on her bed, just chilling, and she like farted in front of me, and I like didn't really like know, like I like knew her, but it wasn't like we weren't like close or anything. And she was so embarrassed to the point where she was like, I need to leave. Like, I need to go to the other room and like, I need to go to the bathroom for a bit and just like, compress this. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care at all. Like, if you burp, fart, I don't, I fart, man. It's like,
Bro, I'd probably get embarrassed too. I don't know why. I don't know. It's just a thing.
It's like, it's kind of like being, I was at the gym today and I like had to take a shit. And so I'm like in the bathroom and like, I knew there was like farts before it. And I'm like, look, I'm probably never going to see these fucking guys in my life. I'm never going to see them again. Who cares? I'm just going to fart as loud as I can in here. Who gives a shit? Like
that's a good attitude.
What's the worst that could happen? Like,
exactly.
They laugh. Who gives a shit?
Exactly.
I'm not going to see them again. I don't care what they think because,
Yeah, of course, man. That's a sick mindset. I know it's in relation to a fart, but still.
It's like,
it's a good attitude.
You can't just have that mindset with everything, I guess. Like, you can't just be like, oh, I'm gonna fucking
just kill this person because who cares? We're all gonna die anyways.
I'm gonna say a racial slur in public because like who cares? I'm not gonna see them again. It's like, okay, well.
No, I get you. Yeah.
But like, still farting is kind of like, I feel like that's a rite of passage almost. It's like, I was in a bar the other night and like this guy just like, I walked in, he was at the urinal and he just farted at the urinal. And I was like, hell yeah, man. Like, like fucking good for you, dude. That rocks.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I was very like, I was kind of like taken aback.
That's like a power move.
It is. It's kind of like, what are you going to, it's almost like if someone's getting into a fight with you and you just start pissing on them. It's like, okay, they're gonna beat you up, but at the end of the day, they're still covered in piss. They can't stop you from pissing.
That's a good strat.
I've never
might
used
try
it,
that.
But yeah. Next time I
get put in like a sex offenders list, but it'll be worth it.
Oh, actually, that happened to me the other night where I was with like no. When I was with some I was with Glink. I don't know, you know Glink.
Shout out Glink, of course I know.
Shout out Glink. Yeah, Greg. He's a YouTuber, and he was hanging out in Austin, and like we were hanging out with some other guys we know, and we were coming back from a bar, and one of the guys was like driving us home, and he was like the sober one, and I just had to piss really fucking badly, and we just left the bar, and I was like, yeah, fuck it, whatever, I'm just gonna piss on a tree here, like going back to what we were talking about, I'm just gonna piss on a tree, and then my friends are like yelling at me, they're like, dude, come on, don't piss there. And then they're like, there's a fucking cop there, you idiot. I'm like, there's no fucking cop, you morons. And like, as I'm finishing up my piss, a cop fucking shines his flashlight on me. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And it was on like a busy street. I was
actually his phone camera light and he was taking pictures.
Taking pictures of me. But, and then I just walked away really fast. And my friends were just like, yo, you're a fucking idiot. Like, you should not. That was really stupid. You shouldn't have done that. I was like, yeah, probably not. This is probably a bad idea. But like, I mean, I guess I didn't get caught. So, it's fine. But
man, you gotta go. You gotta go.
You got it. When you gotta go. Look, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna piss my pants, especially like have like alcohol and like I drank coffee before, which like I don't know. Coffee always makes me shit. I've realized like especially in the morning.
Same.
It's just like fucking goes right through.
Coffee and oats for breakfast.
Oh, I don't really eat oats, but like I can imagine.
Crazy.
It's like granola and shit.
Yeah,
this goes right fucking through you. I
mean, like so much fiber and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when you eat a fucking like something that's like high in fiber, like like beans, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
And you just like you're on the toilet, dude. I've had it before where I've just like had such messy shit where like it like hurts to wipe. Like I'm like it's a fucking painful.
What,
to
like
wipe.
stings?
Yeah, like stings. It's like it's like one
Really?
time me and my friend he got like that hot sauce from Hot Ones, the bomb. You know that one? It's like
Okay. Yeah.
It's like ridiculously
I'm so
hot.
bad with spice and shit.
Oh, I fucking
Obviously
love
being
spice,
Irish.
but yeah, I love spice. But even then, I was like, oh, all right, I'll try this. We got like chicken wings from like these were like 7-Eleven chicken wings. It's like, probably not a good.
It's laying
probably
on the
like,
back of the
was, like,
fridge for like 3 months.
Yeah, that was like error number 1. But then like I like doused these fucking wings in like the bomb, and I ate it, and I just went home and my fucking ass just burned. Like it was like. And like I felt like I was gonna throw up. Like I was just like I felt like sick. My like throat was on fire. My ass was on fire. It was just a fucking mess. And then like later, that was like during the like midday. And then like later that night, I went out with some other friends for like Vietnamese food. Mm-hmm. And if you ever been to like a Vietnamese food place, like a pho place, like some of them have like just like I don't know what they are. They're like hot peppers like on the table. And
yeah, I'm on.
I think you're supposed to put. Yeah. And so what I did, but like, because I just eaten this fucking sauce, my mouth was like numb. So I was like with a group of people and I was like, yo guys, watch this. And I ate like 3 of them. Like it was like nothing.
Really?
Like it just because my mouth was just completely numb. I ate like the hottest thing in the fucking world. So I was just like, all right, yeah, I guess I'm gonna just eat these like nothing. And then like the next time I went back, the next time I went back, I tried one and I was like, oh my God, that's so fun. That looked like a fucking bitch. But you know, it's like the thing with that, when you have something like that spicy, it's almost like being high. Like it really feels like being high.
Really? I usually tend to stay away from spice, like for the most part.
I fucking love it. I fucking love spice.
I need to build up my tolerance because I want to love it, but it just makes me cry.
You gotta start small. You gotta have like a little bit of, you know, some spicy instant noodles or some shit, you know, like it's like, oh, there's a little bit there, but it's not gonna like kill you.
Yeah,
and
I
then
get you.
and you like slowly make your, or like sriracha. I think that was kind of like my introduction to spice.
I can
sriracha sauce.
take sriracha pretty easily.
Yeah, it's like I love sriracha, and I remember like back when I first tried it, I was like, this is too hot for me, and now I'm like, oh, I love it. It's great. I mean, it's still like spicy. It's not like nothing, but it's, you know, you just gotta build shit up to that. It's kind of like I don't fucking know. Like never mind. This is going nowhere. But with spice and shit, it's like I'm in Austin now, so it's like and I'm in like a very like Mexican neighborhood.
Yeah,
so there's like Mexican food everywhere.
I could imagine.
So I'm just like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna order fucking enchiladas every fucking day. And they gave me like chips and salsa, and like usually when I have chips and salsa, it's like the mild salsa, and this was just like piping hot salsa. Like it was so fucking hot. But even then, I'm like, you know, all right, well, I'm exercising my spice taste, you know.
Impressive. I
like going to the gym.
Really like jalapenos.
Oh, jalapenos fucking rock, dude.
Man,
jalapenos,
they're so nice.
Oh man, I had a fucking
like juicy
steak and cheese. I had a steak and cheese sandwich with jalapenos the other day. It was so fucking good, and just like they add so much to the flavor, you know.
Yeah. Shout out jalapenos.
Shout out to fucking jalapenos.
I don't know why I'm shouting out fucking everything.
This is the shout out podcast. We're fucking shouting everyone out. We shouted out your girlfriend, Glink, jalapenos, fucking everything.
Your dad?
My dad.
You forgot about your dad, bro. Jesus Christ. I think that's a good place to end it. To wrap up the very first episode of the Midnight Lounge. Thanks for listening, all you legends. We'll see you in the next one.
That was all right.